Good day everyone. So in this lecture we are going to continue our discussion on input devices, and under the category of input devices we are discussing about the switches. So we are going to discuss about two types of switches here. One is manually operated switch and the other one is mechanically operated switches, which are most predominantly used in the PLC devices. Okay, so manually operated switches are controlled by hand. So using our hand we'll be controlling this switches. Now toggle switches, push button switches, knife switches and selector switches are some of the kinds of manually operated switches. Okay, so first we'll see about the push button switches, which are most commonly used. Okay, so these are the most common form of manual control. So push button operates by opening or closing contacts when pressed. Only when you press it will make a contact or break a contact. Okay, so that is how a push button switches work. Okay, so if the button has to be on, you have to continuously press that button. Okay, so here the push button switches are of three types: normally open push button, normally closed push button, and break before make push button. Okay, so the three diagrams are given here. Look at this diagram, right? So this part, green part, red and blue are the part which will be visible to the operator. So this part is the part where we will be touching it by hand. So once using the hand, if I press this, you can see that there is a spring arrangement over here, right? So this makes, and we have contacts here. Look at here, we have contacts, right? So these contacts are normally in open position here. Okay, so once I press this contacts become closed. Okay, so these are the push button types. First type is normally open push button. So what does the name indicate? It is in normally open condition, but when I press it will become closed. Okay, so here look at this diagram. So this is the part where I will be pressing, and if you can see there is a contact inside this, and that contact is open, right? So once I press this, what happens? This contact and this contact makes a connection. Okay, so this closes. Okay, so this is how a normally open switch works. But once I release this, the contact moves back to its original position, and this is the symbol of a normally open push button. Okay, so this is the NEMA symbol and this is the IEC symbol. So NEMA stands for National Electromechanical Association, and IEC stands for International Electrotechnical Commission. Okay, so they have designed or standardized the symbol for each and every input devices and output devices, and this is the symbol for normally open push button. Next is normally closed push button. So what does the name indicate? It is in closed position initially. When I press, what happens? The connection disconnects, so it becomes open. Okay, so look at this diagram. So you can see the contacts here. It is in closed position initially. Okay, so once I press this, what happens? This contact, it breaks and this becomes open. Okay, and this is the symbol for normally closed push button. And the other last type of push button is break before make. Okay, so this is going to break one connection before making another connection. Okay, so here you can see that the symbol for break make switch. Okay, and when I press this, so what happens? Initially one contact is closed and the other contact is open. This is the initial position, but when I press this blue button, what happens? This contact disconnects, whereas it forms a contact over here. Okay, so it breaks this connection, the top connection, before making the lower connection. Okay, so this is the break before make push button. So first type of manually operated switch is push buttons. Second is selector switch, just like a fan regulator, where we will be adjusting the knob, making it in position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, we have a selector switch. So the operator can select the position using the hand. Okay, so the position will make contacts accordingly. So here you can see 1, 2 and 3 different positions are available. Okay, so if it is in position 1, contact A is made. If it is in position 3, contact B is activated. Okay, so this is how a selector switch works. So here the operator, instead of pressing, he is rotating the switch. Okay, and the third type of switch is dual inline package switch. This is one of a type of solid state switch where you will be having electronic circuit underneath this circuitry. So this is how a DIP switches look like. Okay, so under this we have electrical circuitry or PCB modules. Okay, so this switches, you can see that these are of toggle type, rocker type or slide kind. Okay, and again this uses on off position. Okay, so this is on, so it has made a contact, and this is this is off. All these switches are off, so this is open. Once this is on, this becomes closed. Okay, so like that it has only again two positions, on or off. So manually operated switches, we saw 3 different types. One is push button, selector switch and dual in package switch. So under push buttons, again we saw 3 different categories: normally open, normally closed and break before make. Next type of switch is mechanically operated switches. Okay, so these switches are not operated by hand, whereas manually operated switches are operated by hand, whereas mechanically operated switches are actually controlled automatically by factors such as pressure, position, temperature, etc. Okay, so these factors, when there is a change in these factors, the switch automatically becomes on or off. So it is controlled mechanically. Okay, so in mechanically operated switches we are going to discuss about 4 main types. One is limit switch, other one is temperature switch, other one is pressure switch, and the last one is flow level switch. Okay, so first is the limit switch. So limit switch, it is often used in the control circuits of machine process to govern the starting or stopping or reversal of motors. So limit switch, this gets activated once the limit is reached. Okay, so here also we have 2 types: normally open limit switch and normally closed limit switch. Okay, and the second one is temperature switch. So this is going to get operated once it senses a change in temperature. Okay, example is the thermostat. Okay, so once a particular temperature is reached, this switch might become on or off. So here also we have 2 types: normally open temperature switch and normally closed temperature switch. Okay, and these are used in different industrial applications where maintaining the desired temperature is required. Okay, so limit switch and temperature switch, and look at the symbols for the limit switch and temperature switch. Limit switch, you have an L shape like this, whereas temperature, you can see it is like this. Okay, so these are the symbols. It denote, if we see a symbol like this, it means that there is a temperature switch connected in the circuit, and this means a limit switch connected in the circuit. And the third kind is pressure switch. So this switch is going to get activated for a change in pressure. So this switch is of two types. One is it gets activated either by pneumatically, that is by applying air, or by using liquid, that is hydraulically operated switches. So here is a symbol of a pressure switch where this is get activated by air. It is pneumatically controlled. Okay. So here is a diaphragm. Okay, so when we press this, when a limited pressure, when the pressure becomes available, this switch gets activated. And again, this is also of two types, normally open and normally closed. And the last type of switch is the level switch. So level switch, it is something like this. Okay, so this is used to sense liquid levels in different vessels, tanks, etc. Okay, and this is mainly used for the automatic control of level in these tanks. Okay, so they are used to open or close piping solenoid valves to control fluids. Okay, so we have already discussed the concept of controlling the level of liquid in a tank using a discrete switch. Okay, so this is a type of discrete switch. This will be either on or off. Okay, so how this works is we have a internal contact at the bottom side of the switch. Okay, so once the water reaches a particular level, this turns upside down and the contacts, it touches the water, thereby activating this contact. So once this contact gets activated, it provides a signal. Okay, so that signal indicates that the switch is on. So mechanically operated switches, 4 types: limit switch, temperature switch, pressure switch and level switch. Thank you.